Hey everybody, it's Jeannie from Jeannie's Palette, and today I will be working on a nativity inspired creation, and the theme of this playlist is the star, Christmas star, or Star of Bethlehem. So let's get started. So I'm going to be creating a folded wood backdrop for my vintage nativity that I showed you. And I'm going to be using these boards that I got from Hobby Lobby. They are 24 inches long, and I do believe that's about 4 inches wide. That measurement was not on the label. So 24 inches long, or that's about 61 inches, or 61 centimeters. I apologize. Now this did come in a pack of 4. I'm only going to use 3 of them to create this, and we are going to get started now. Okay, so it took me just a minute to figure out which ones I want to use. So let's figure out an easy way to make hinges on this, and this is what I'm going to be using. So I've cut some ribbon, maybe about 2 inches wide. I've got 3 pieces. I actually need 6 because we need 3 for each side. So I'm going to put this board upside down on the other one so they're facing how they'll be showing. I'm going to take the edge here. This will be the back side. I'll take my ribbon, and maybe we'll come down and only use 2 pieces of ribbon. So I'm going to put the ribbon just like that. And then I'm just going to glue it down with some hot glue. And we'll speed it up after this first one and get them all taped down or glued down. You can use more substantial glue if you want. I'm just not sure this is going to work out as I was thinking. So we are in a playlist for Take 5, and that playlist is hosted by myself, Jeannie from Jeannie's Palette, and Mary from The Painted Peach, and Christy from Funky Junk Inspiration. I may have needed to put that one a little further down. We'll see how it goes here. Just a second. Let's see. I know I promised to speed you up. I hope you will stick around and see the whole playlist. Again, we are inspired by the Christmas star. Get this one down, and then I'll show you and then we'll secure it with these, I call them popsicle sticks. They're just a little smaller. Now they say craft sticks. So I suddenly realized we were not recording any longer, but I just glued those little craft sticks on either side of that ribbon to secure it. And then when we open it up, there will be a gap in between, but the ribbon I chose will look fine for that, and it'll stand up on its own. So we're going to make another side on it. Now I want to choose, that's going to be the inside, and then we're going to do this one the same way. Now here it is standing. So far so good. So now I'm going to use my small palette knife and some white Americana Deco Art Snow Titanium White acrylic paint to create my star. Alrighty, so I'm going to use 2 stencils for this. On the bottom, I'm going to use the center part, the nativity part there on the center, and then I'm going to use this one that has the animals over on the sides of it. So let's get started, and here's what I'm going to use to create this. It's Golden regular gel gloss. It is a heavy body, clear drying medium. Make sure you get the clear drying. I'm going to use my palette knife to apply that, just scooping and spreading it on like butter. And now I'm going to put the paint on top of the gel medium the exact same way that I spread the gel medium. I'm going to start with black ink, Waverly chalk paint, and then on top of that I'm going to randomly put Deco Art Metallic Copper and Deco Art Metallic Gold. Okay, so let's see how this is going to lift up. I really didn't think far enough in advance to see when I lift up. You know, we've got this other board over here, so I don't want to mess up. Oh, what we got going on? We still need to lift straight up. Oh, yes, that looks much better. So I did the stars in white, and I did the wise man and the shepherd and the camel in black. And now this that's showing up white down here is that gel that will dry clear. So once this dries, I'm going to need to go back over that with a small brush and paint those black, because it'll be clear and it'll just look like he's missing part of his feet or missing part of his body. And this part here I can just scrape away because it doesn't really look like it needs to be anything, so we can get rid of that before it dries. So that's the cool thing about working with this medium. And once it dries, it'll be raised up. So you might say, why didn't you just stencil it on? The difference is how it dries. It's going to have a raised look to it, and I like how that looks when it's finished. Okay, so now I want to use some Deco Art Metallic Blue. This is let's see, what color is this? Sapphire. So we're going to use that with my palette knife on here and see how pretty that turns out. And here it is standing up. I still need to do some work on the outside parts, but for this playlist we were working with Christmas Star, and there's the star, which I think turned out amazing. Just kind of a abstract kind of feel to it. And see how the sky darkens right there away from the star and then brightens up again down here by the nativity. Now once that dries, that medium, I will go back and I'm going to paint over it black. I just am not feeling that white and I really didn't like the gold, but I think it's a beautiful little screen that we can put the vintage nativity in front of, which would hide that bottom part anyway, and just have the little star up there. Okay guys, thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell, and check the description for the entire playlist, and come back for part 2 as I finish up this sweet little nativity inspired Bethlehem star. Ta-ta for now.